it's night and day what we're able to do with some lighting and furniture and cleaning and the windows and like all that sort of stuff. And it's a bit of a package that all sort of gets put together, and it's something that I really want to spend a lot more time talking about.
We've been sort of trying to focus on the upsizer message, but we also need to kind of focus on what we offer for sellers in terms of like, at the time that you're going to sell, this is all the stuff we do for you, because we do a lot of things that other realtors don't do.
They don't.
You know what I mean? Yeah. At this point, like we do like all the videos, the virtual tour, because now I see $7 million homes that all they have is photos, like maybe a floor plans, but they don't have a virtual tour, they don't have a video. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's kind of like, I would be expecting that if I have a home selling, let alone like in such high-end market, right? So, and we offer that to every home. So why not just like let everyone know, like here's all the stuff we do for every client.
It's a lot, like especially like all the stuff that we're able to bring in just because you're fully dedicated to this. It is a lot. So let's make sure, because it is a part of the upsizer experience, is like you're upsizing. You have something to sell, and you need to maximize your return on that. And the chances are you probably have kids, at least one, and I can tell you that like this is a really tough week for them. Mm-hmm. And so to get the job done inside of a week is really important.
Yeah.
And the best way to get something done in a week is to create a lot of traffic. Yeah. This is going to be really painful for a very short period of time instead of a little bit painful for a very long time. Yeah. It's all the pieces that come into it: the preparation, the pricing, the negotiations, all of that stuff. Like how do you sort of put that all into a week? In our case, 2 weeks, because it took us a week to get the property ready.
Yeah.
And then a week of marketing. Okay.
I still think there's a good opportunity at Woodville. I still think it's a good house.
I do too.
It's a big semi. It's got that laneway, like the driveway. Like I do think there's opportunity there. I just think there's a lot of people that want that kind of ready to go.
Yeah.
But also like financially, like can they? Because now with the higher mortgage rates and payments, I feel like a lot of people have to give up now, like other things, like going out, like more recreation type of spending to be able to afford owning a home. It's like they're really maxed out now.
Oh yeah. So, there's no question.
To be able to even own the home.
But it is, I say, like selling a home is, it takes two. You need a seller and a buyer, willing. And right now, there's that like kind of $50,000 gap here. Mm-hmm. And I think, like I know how much semis are selling for right now. Like there's a semi that just sold on Glebe Home, 142.
Yep.
Okay, so 142. You're not going to spend $300,000. Mm-hmm. Like you're just not. There's the savings on the land transfer tax for not buying a house that's totally ready to go. Yes, there's some pain. And so my message for anybody that would be looking to buy a fixer-upper is there are some savings in terms of, like the land transfer tax, for sure. There's the unknown, which is like, okay, well, what's it going to take financially to fix this up? And that's where, like, come and actually bring somebody to look at it that knows. Then, instead of saying that you have 3 visits prior to close, make it 5. You have 5 visits to the property prior to close. And instead of doing a 30-day close, do a 90-day close. Press it out for as far as you possibly can. Yeah. And then get your contractors lined up during that time.
It's vacant. They can come in. It's easy to get in there.
So the house is, you have now 90 days to get your contractor in, get them to look at it, get them to quote it, set a date for like the day after close for him to start the work. That way you don't have any delays in terms of that. Everything can be ordered and ready to go, gets dropped on site, and then instead of spending 2 months doing the renovation, it could be like 3 weeks.
What's your experience with finding a contractor and the time that you have to wait for them to then be available?
It can be a really long time. The availability of contractors is difficult. Now, from what I understand from our people is that right now they're not super jammed. They're busier than they were 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
But they're not jammed, and there is opportunity. The question is, who are you going to hire to do the job,
Right.
so that they do it correctly?
Yeah.
And there's some stuff around contractors and managing contractors and that sort of stuff that comes into play. But I see this as an opportunity because it is still, like David said, there's a lot of people that are looking for turnkey, and not very many people that are looking for a project.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody goes out and they're like, oh, what I could go for is some extra work right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people who see opportunity in it.
Yeah.
You know, if
It'd be interesting to calculate the savings, land transfer tax wise, from 1.1 to 1.4. Okay.
So I think it's pretty safe to say we're past the bottom now.
I still think there's opportunity in the condo market.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, sorry to interrupt. I think that there might be a balance that can, or a bit of a leveling out that can happen. There just needs to be more inventory, right? I think the fact that there's no inventory is kind of making certain things go a little bit like above.
Well, the media has turned too. The media
Yeah.
is they're starting to reflect
get
what's
it.
happening.
Yeah.
Like they're like, this is like all of a sudden.
We're back.
I've been telling you for 3 months, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So maybe if sellers kind of tune in to what's happening, then maybe we'll see.
it seems they are. Like last week was pretty good run of properties.
Yep, it seems like it's climbing.
When you are standing in the house that they've described, they are waiting for you to be like, this is it. Like,
Yeah.
because they will hesitate because it's a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
It's a big move. There's a lot of moving parts, especially if you've got something to sell as well. You have to reassure them here. We got you here all the way through.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to pull the trigger on this property. It is our job to do that in a loving way.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like forcing them into something that doesn't work. If it works and you know it and they know it,
Yeah.
tell them.
They may be just scared and
Yeah,
Not
because
particular.
they're starting to, like, all these things are starting to go through their head. They're like, okay, we're going to put in this offer, and we've got to get our house ready. We've got the kids. My mom's here. We've got this and that and this. We've got, like, it's the end of the school year. What's the market doing right now? Is this really the right time? Like, there's a lot of shit that's going through their heads.
Yeah.
it starts to get real.
And so it's
Starts to
like,
get real, isn't
like
it?
shit, like, this is all we do.
Yeah.
We got you here.
Yeah.
We got a team, we got an army of people to help you to be able to get your house ready. It won't take that long. It takes us a week or less to get the property fully ready, including photos and everything. We have a whole assembly line set up for that. Boom, bang, bing. And then you have a week of showings. Please just go to the cottage. Pull the kids out of school for a week. I mean, it's not like they're not used to that. Or don't even do it for a week. Like, go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Give us the house for 4 days. We'll restrict showings for a couple of those days, and we'll get the meat of the people through on the Thursday to Sunday. And then on Tuesday, we'll sell firm, and then you just basically have a month or two to get your ducks in a row to actually move. And we got you there too.
Yeah.
But we have resources here to help you with all this stuff. So that's kind of my piece is like, when you're in these places with these people and it matches and it's good, tell them. Like, I think this is good. Every time we've done that, we've been right. And they pulled the trigger and they're happy for it.